So my people, don't share again no for Senator Natasha, Senator Akpabio, and Sandra Duru matter. Another person don't come out again to expose Sandra Duru, guys. As they break, more evidence they come out from this matter. This matter is really deep, but this is not actually what Nigerians need. All this back and front, Nigerians are tired of it. But in as much as Nigerians don't tire for her, we still thank God for all this new evidence where they come out. Because obviously, when Sandra Duru came out, people don't already know. We don't already know, say, the reason why Sandra Duru come out, not to frustrate Senator Natasha. Una know say Senator Akpabio lawyer don't tell Senator Natasha, made them settle out of court. And Natasha say no, because before now, we still recall, say Natasha let people know, say, now when they reach court, at the appropriate time for court, she go begin drop her evidence. Then when she saw that the matter somehow, don't they die, people don't they won't forget about the matter, she dropped that her apology later. After that, see Sandra Duru with her own almost convincing evidence before God exposed her. Now, this matter, one thing I keep saying is that why is all these things happening? Does it really mean that they don't want this matter to go through? Remember that Akpabio lawyer don't tell Senator Natasha made them settle out of court, but she disagree. So does it mean they are trying to make all this allegation, they are trying to bring this Sandra allegation in order to put Natasha in a tight corner where she may now decide to settle out of court? But thank God, God really wants to vindicate her, because that is just what I see in all of this. For all these people coming out to speak out, because obviously they are coming out with evidence, with enough evidence, both a payment, evidence of payment and all of that. Fine and good, you may say the voice where they use for there is doctor. What about those bank transactions? Which I know say they really won't go inside this matter. The bank transaction is there as a proof. So guys, and apart from that one, this man's name, Mazi Nandi, happens to be among the names we display for Sandra Duru's court log when she was displaying that, when she was trying to display her chat with Senator Natasha. It was after this man's name, you see Ned Nwoko's name. So there is no way Sandra Duru will say that he don't know this man. Obviously, for this matter, because this man name dey for Sandra Duru court log. So now go really dey shocked waiting this man they talk. I'm going to leave the video for you guys to watch, but note that this video is long, so I had to cut it and to post it segment by segment. So watch, I'll be right back. But I will still want you to drop your honest opinion concerning this with us in the comment section. What do you really think that is happening? Do you really think that Akpabio is doing all these things in order to shut Natasha? Because from the one, all their actions have been showing that they want to shut her up, that she has something heavy. Really, really something heavy. So watch.
Almost 15 years. Plus minus almost 15 years. I've known her since 2013. I used to be a strong advocate of good governance in the state. I spoke against the then government of Rochester Kowacha. So I think Sandra reached out to me because I was kind of one of the popular voices then in the state who spoke against the government, and we became friends. So it was within that period that she accused the then deputy governor of Imo State, Princess Amadumoye, of being homosexual. I think that was really what brought us together and all that. Then along the line, a lot of things happened. So within that period, I think I met her about 2 times, a total of 3 times, all those years. Met her 2 times, she came to Imo State, and once I went to her house in Lagos. I spent about 2-3 days in Lagos in her house. And I think that was within the period I found out that the allegations against the former deputy governor didn't hold water. From 2013, 2014, we had issues. I blocked her on social media, and I blocked on Facebook from 2015 till 2019. So 2019, around that time, I was going through my block list, and I saw names of people I blocked, and I saw hers. I decided to unblock some of them. I unblocked her, and she came back, chatted me up, called me, sent me gifts. Then she was now in the United States. Since 2015, I cut off connection, but the connection started again in 2019. She sent me gifts. Then we became friends again, on and off over the years. Sometimes we'll quarrel. Ever since 2019 till date, sometimes we'll quarrel. She'll block me. After a while, she'll come back. She'll block me, come back. That's been our relationship since then till date. That's practically everything about Sandra, between her and Sandra. I can't hear you.
Thank you so much. So, you can hear me now, right? Okay.
Yes, thank you.
So a number of people may be wondering how you got into this case, but I also wanted to ask you, because when she released her audio, there was a particular picture, or let me say, there was a particular name that came up when she released her audio. Part of the things that when she held her camera to the screen, there was a name that came up that time, and we all saw Obina. I don't know if you could see on the screen. Mazi Obina. Is that you? There's someone
Yes,
called.
and that is me.
That is you. Okay. So what is your relationship with the issue on ground? How were you involved in the issue on ground?
About 3 weeks ago, she called me. About 3 weeks ago, I got 100,000 from somebody. I didn't know who the person was. So I started wondering who was this that sent me 100,000. And I saw her name as the description. So the next thing she called me, she said that was for I and the kids for our Easter. And I thanked her for the 100,000. Then it was the same day or a few hours the next day, she called me. I was like that she wanted me to do something for her. That she wanted me to do a job for her. I said, what was it? She said she needed a video editor.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. The 100,000, was it on the 19th of April? Because you sent me a picture of a. Was it the one on 19th of April?
Yes, I think that should be the first transfer she sent to me. That should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put it on the screen. So it has your name as the receiver. I'm just putting this up as you're talking for people that may be asking, Also, the name Tade Niawo, from the person that I interviewed 2 days ago, she mentioned Frances. She mentioned that this is the account that Sandra uses in Nigeria. Okay, so this is the evidence of the 100,000 naira payment. You can keep going.
So after the 100,000, she now told me that she wanted me to do a job for her. I said, okay, what was the job? She said she needed me to get her a video editor and a musician. So I told her I could do that, and I got her somebody, one of my guys who does video editing, also got a musician. And the video editor also promised to get somebody who would do a voiceover for a documentary. She said she wanted to do some documentaries. So she sent the scripts of the documentaries to me and told me to get the editor. The editor looked at it and said, okay, he could do it. He could deliver it within a day or two. She asked how much, and the editor said about 250,000. She sent in about 500,000. There she sent money both for the hotel that they go. She told me to pay for a hotel where they will stay. Gave me money to put them kind of like, oh yeah, take this, kind of like a dash and all that. So the editor started the work. The guy started the work, did the first production, did the voicing, and Sandra condemned the voicing. She didn't like the voicing. She said it was bad, and that she was working on a time frame, all that. Then she now said, okay, that she's going to call Frances Olisa Obonna, that she was going to call her to do the voicing. Now, Frances is somebody I know on social media, on Facebook. I've not met her before. In fact, it was Sandra that connected us some years back. And she called Frances. Frances came on board. She sent the script to Frances, and Frances did the voiceover, sent it back to both I and Sandra. Sandra listened to it and condemned it as well, that it wasn't right. Then that was when she now told me that she paid Francis 300,000 for the job. Then she now started demanding a refund from Francis, and they start having issues. I told Francis, if you have her money, that's how I work with Sandra. If I have a job for her and I've not delivered, just keep her money so I can refund. I don't want to holler. I told Francis, if you can refund. Francis said she has already paid the people who did the job. So Francis later refunded 50,000. I just tried to stay away from their matter, let them solve it themselves. Then my video editor was able to get somebody who did the voiceover, and we made the production for her, and that was the production she used on her Facebook pages about Senator Natasha Aboti Udwa.
Thank you so much. So I think now I'm going to start playing some of the audio that you have sent to me. I will still have you talk about them, but just in case some people are wondering, does he have any evidence of the things that he's been saying so far? Also, I have the screenshot of two different payments. There's a 200,000 naira payment. Does that have anything to do with the production that you have mentioned, so I can show that now, or is that coming later?
Yes, the 200,000 has. She didn't send me the screenshot of the first 500,000, but she sent me the screenshot of the 200,000. She kind of like said, "Look, I should give the musician that she liked what he did. The musician, the editor, that she liked the job. Kind of like I should give them to share and all that." So that was 200,000.
So the 200,000 was for the musicians, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to show the 200,000 evidence that you had sent now for those that may be wondering. So this is the 200,000 that he's talking about. And once again, it was sent to Obina from the same account that had allegedly sent money to Frances as well. So let me know whenever you need me to put up the other money that you are sending the screenshot as well. So, but for now, I'm going to play a voice that you are saying is the voice of Sandra. Some of the people in the comment section are already asking some questions like, why did you decide to come on the show? Like, why are you exposing this? Do you mind answering that first? And then I will play that audio.
Ade, growing up, I always wanted to be a lawyer, but I always believe lawyers lie against people. They will tell a lie against somebody, and that was one of the reasons why I did not become a lawyer, because I couldn't lie against somebody. I know this, if I know something is wrong, it's false, and I'll be like backing it up, and no, I couldn't do that. And when we started this, I honestly believed that Sandra was doing the right thing. Yeah, I believed it because I was a fan of Senator Natasha Oti. When the whole thing started, I was a fan. I liked her. I followed her. I liked the whole thing. I was an advocate for her. Then Sandra now came up with this, and I believed that, wow, this could be true. But along the line, I started seeing, like, after the live video, after that her live, I think that was when I started having a think, because a lot of things she was not saying out after that live, they just didn't track. They didn't track at all. I'm a father, I have 5 daughters. And I started thinking, what if this is my daughter, this thing is happening to? I started thinking all those things. And it was no longer becoming like exposing the truth. It was like becoming something darker, as if maybe a ploy to destroy Senator Aboti, Natasha, destroy her, send her to jail. Something, it was becoming too, I just wasn't comfortable with it anymore. So I think that prompted me. And when I saw Frances coming up to say the truth, at least say her mind, I thought that it would be right for me to also air what happened, say the truth, expose what happened between I and Sandra. I know there'll be consequences. I don't care. Let me just say what happened. I think that is what made me to come out and speak out today. I can't sit by and watch somebody being slandered, blackmailed, or lied against, manipulated, and I keep quiet and condone it. Even if you're paying me, I don't think I can do that. I didn't do that in during Culture's regime. I won't do that now, no matter what.
And you are willing to cooperate with the security forces in case they invite you?
I'm very willing. I'm very, very willing to cooperate with anybody. I have nothing to hide. I'm extremely willing to cooperate with anybody. I have nothing to hide. First of all, the job was a professional job. They called on us to do it professionally, and we did a professional job. So we didn't commit any crime. Now, if the security agencies need scripts and all those things from me, we provide to them. They look at it, they give the audio, which I will provide to you, I'll provide to anybody, to the full audio she sent to me. Let them run forensic checks on it, experts go through it, and if they find it to be authentic, then fine. But if they find it to be false, maybe doctored or anything, let them do what they want to do with it. But I'm ready to cooperate to anybody. I'm open to cooperate with anybody, yes.
And the main thing that she hired you for was to come up with a song.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand the main things that she hired you for.
She hired for the documentaries. The documentaries are to be 2 documentaries.
Okay.
Then musicals. She had the script for the musicals. So the musician now performed them in several stages, performed the songs in several stages, several musicals. Then the documentaries, from the script she wrote for the documentary, produced the documentary, did the voiceover for it with her script. Then the musicals, we also turned them into music videos. Sorry about that. So that was just that was just what we did for her.
So I'm going to play one of the audio that you had sent, and then let's talk about that.
Okay.
All of them are nice. If you check the script, there are about 4 verses, if I'm not mistaken. And the 4 you gave me have 4 different messages in them. The first one it carried a different message. The second one carried another message. The third one, that was where they now mentioned the Umoren girl that she accused that they killed and used her kidney. The fourth one mentioned another incident. So I think that they did them in 4 different distance. So there's none to choose and leave the other, because I want everything written down to be mentioned. So except they want to do 4 different versions that will be releasing one at a time. So I will have the first one, Latasha 1, Latasha 2, Latasha 3, Latasha 4. I'll call the other one Latasha Jezebel, Latasha Potiphar's wife, Latasha. We'll just find a name for the 4 of them, since there are 4 different types of characters we are giving her. So one can be Latasha Jezebel, Latasha Delilah, Latasha Potiphar, Latasha Atalaila, that kind of a thing. So that will make the 4 different ones where the 4 different issues will be mentioned. But 4 of them I like. 4 of them are good the way they came in. But there's something that I actually wanted the intro to have that I discussed with you earlier, where that her voice, you remember, where she said, that place I told you she was laughing, that she said she sent Akpabio Sandra. We'll cut it from the place she said, yes, I sent Akpabio Sandra and the feeder people to go there and deliberately disrupt the committee sitting. And she will laugh, ha, ha, ha. Then we're not launching. You see, that one, we're launching that one. Then we'll not take where she said, this injustice will not be substantiated. This injustice will not be sustained. We'll not say, yes, we hear you, madam. This your injustice of using public sympathy and lying will not be sustained. They will not start that one. Then the other one again, we'll look for what she said in one of the things where she was laughing, that she will marry again. We'll take that her voice there. The other one again, we'll take where she was talking about Patoranki, somebody, where she mentioned all those her lies there. That's what I'm saying. Her voice will be on all the intros. The other one will not be where she's talking about Umoren. We'll take it from where her mouth mentioned Umoren. Where she mentioned Umoren, and that Umoren was killed and blah blah blah. Later after that, they said, Latasha, boom. we'll move in. So let me shower and take 30 minutes nap, then I'll join you people again. Obi, all these complaints you're giving me now.
Okay. What in the world was that? First of all, a lot of people will ask, how do we know that is truly the voice of Sandra? Because part of this case is that there's an allegation that she doctored the voice of Senator Natasha. So now, how do I know that the voice you sent to me is truly the voice of Sandra, that it was also not doctored?
Well, I sent you some screenshots of some audio voice notes she sent to me. I could even play them from my phone. I will show. I can boost the screen so people can see
I
her
can put
phone number.
some of the images that you're talking, so that people can see that it's part of a WhatsApp conversation, right? Okay, so
yes, I can bring up to where some things and play them to show that this is coming from. It's not.
Yeah, I can put it up. I just make sure that your account number is not visible and all that. So I can put that up as you're talking. So you are telling us that truly this is the voice of Sandra Duru.
Yes, you can even compare the voice there and the voice on her live. You can compare. There's no doctrine. I don't know how to do voice cloning.